I sat down for the first time in a very long time. I actually sat, and I guess what you could call meditated, and I was like, yo, Abby, what? Survival mode is something I always thought didn't apply to me, because I thought that is something that applies to anybody other than me. There's no way I'm in survival mode because I'm in flight training, and flight training is fun. This is kind of my thought process. But then, kind of like something hit my chest, like, you know, when you get that moment where you like realize something, and I realized like,
I've been in survival mode.
And you don't think that it's true, but then look at the facts, Abby. You've been living off rice and beans or rice and tuna for years. You've been living off 5 hours of sleep for a good portion of those years, or no sleep, or 3 hours of sleep, you know, all over the place. And especially when I was on the AM shift at the airport, you've been working double shifts, triple shifts, 6 days a week, all of 2020. You've been working a lot while in flight training a lot. These past couple months, you were having 6-hour flight lessons in addition to working 14-hour shifts. I don't ever talk about this because I don't talk about my feelings and my emotions. That's something I'm trying to get better at this year, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. It's cringy. I hate it.
Pretty sure I'm crying fully only because I am exhausted from working so much.
I've also said before, and I've noticed around when I was training for the marathon, for the Portland Marathon, noticed that I love running and working out and dancing because it's art, it's expression, it's a way to tell a story for me. But I also love it because it helps my body physically keep up with where my mind always is. So my mind is always running. My mind is always on. She never turns off. She never shuts off.
Ever.
Except when I'm sleeping. And how do you know you're down bad? When I didn't feel like creating, when I don't feel like dancing or singing or creating, when I don't feel like doing things that I love, that normally like I love, like they fill my soul, yo. It is not normal for you as an extrovert, Abby, talking to myself, to not want to go to any parties, not want to see anyone. I don't even want to travel. I think the scariest thing was that I was in Seattle and I was at a concert with Genevieve for Tinashe, who is Genevieve's favorite artist. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm at this concert, everyone is screaming around me. It's a great concert. She really gave to the crowd. She really served the crowd, and she was tired. I could tell that she was tired, but it was an amazing concert. And I was in the crowd looking at the stage, and I had this thought, and I was thinking, what is the point of all this? Why are we here? I'm having an existential crisis in the middle of a concert. Yo, like, are you okay? I don't really know what that was, but I'm like, maybe you've been in survival mode because you don't even enjoy traveling. You don't even enjoy dancing anymore. You don't even enjoy creating things that you love, absolutely love. Like, wow, you are now only processing things that happened to you like 4 years ago because you finally have the chance to now. And I've been tired for no reason some days. Like, I'm just tired because I'm able to finally think about things. I've acknowledged that I'm down bad. I've acknowledged that I've been in survival mode. I've acknowledged that my schedule has been insane the past couple years. It's been insane. And I'm always going to the airport either for work or for a lesson, or I'm going to the gym, or I'm going to the library to study, or I'm going to hang out with friends in a short like 1 or 2 hour gap in the free time that I have, if I ever have free time. But I'm gonna be honest, yo, I look at old pictures of my schedule and I was like, Abby, like, are you okay?
Bruh, I am tired. I am tired. I'm freaking exhausted.
What?
Are you okay?
Early AM Saturday, so I work 2 double 14-hour shifts, and then I have futsal class. And I feel like I'm doing okay considering I show up like half dead.
No!
And now we're gonna go apply to a scholarship and study, because after I work out, I always study very well. I've said this before, and then after that I go to work. So Saturdays are pretty tiring, but I do like that I do all of that in sequence because it wakes me up. What I've been trying to do is basically talk slower, move slower, actually hang out with friends just to hang out, not to do anything productive, not to meet up with friends somewhere to study. Okay, I'm kind of lying because I'm at the coffee shop right now and I'm actually gonna start studying for instructor. But anyways, do I want to be an instructor? I definitely want to be an instructor, but I was telling Alejandra the other day, we were on a short hike, which again, I haven't hiked in forever. I used to hike all the time and I just haven't had time to even hike or get out in the Columbia Gorge, which I used to do every weekend. But anyways, I was telling her that I want to teach, I just don't know if I have the time for it. Really weird because my brain doesn't know how to slow down. My brain doesn't know how to slow down. And I shared this meme. So what it kind of looks like is I'm like, oh, I'm tired and burnt out. What should we do about that? Rest? Nah, let's plan a trip, yo. Let's go overseas. Let's go to New York. Let's go hit up a show. I was thinking Broadway. I'm going to Seattle for a concert. The way I drop money on concerts and
and food cards is embarrassing. But I'm gonna be honest with you. There is such an issue because I don't like rest when I feel like sad or tired or whatever. Like, I don't rest. I like go to a fitness class. I go to futsal class.
I joined a futsal team, not a futsal team, but a futsal class, a beginner class, to be humbled.
That is how I am. I'm always moving and I love physical activity.
It's not hard, the sprinting or the running part. I think the footwork part, I think it's hard to concentrate and to have footwork when you're super tired. But the thing I realized about running is almost kind of effortless because you just go, and for me it's an endorphin release and it releases stress.
I use music to process my emotions. I use everything else to process my emotions, but I don't ever really like talk about it. I use physical activity to process my emotions. And I think when it comes to she's a runner, she's a track star, baby boy, baby girl, you know she is. But I stopped myself from going to New York because I was like, Abby,
No.
so basically I am bullying myself, and my bullying myself is I'm slowing down by talking slower, walking slower even. It is hard, yo. It is hard. Oh my God, nobody tells you how hard it is to snap out of survival mode. I feel like I'm breaking because I feel like I'm broken or I'm breaking or both because nobody tells you that resting is the hardest thing to do ever. And I've made videos about this in the past and I'll link them down below. It's been about a month and a half since I became a commercial rated pilot. I've applied to like 4 jobs. I've been to 2 or 3 cities and 3 concerts. Anyway, she's healing. It's just a slow process. I have my backpack here because I woke up today and I was kind of like, I miss studying. I missed my backpack. Like, I think what it is the C.S. Lewis quote about the love of knowledge is a kind of madness. And I feel that. I feel like if I don't learn something every day, I feel like I need to learn something new today. We're figuring it out. I swear, yo, it's the immigrant mentality. It is the hustle culture. It is something, and it's trash, and I want to get rid of it because I want to do things with intention, and I like living a slower life in theory, but in reality, I'm so used to going to a 6 a.m. lesson for 4 hours and then going straight to work and then hitting the gym afterwards and then barely grabbing food and just eating granola bars that I have stocked in my car. Like, I'm not used to even sitting down for meals. I got used to eating standing up.
It was so stupid. There's churches are like way too controlling, but like when they understand that like you're trying your best and that they know that it's just
We're eating out of a tube or eating out of a bottle. Like, I got so used to this lifestyle, and I know everybody is like that and it's not uncommon, but I thought it didn't affect me because I'm like, well, I'm in flight training, and flight training is a blessing and a privilege, and I'm having fun, and all of that's true. Flight training is an absolute privilege that I can't believe is my reality. I can't believe it. But you're still in survival mode. Just because something is super fun, or just because you are enjoying like your college courses or having your first baby, it doesn't mean that you're not in survival mode. And these are things that I'm learning, and I'm bringing you on this journey. Nobody told me that learning to land is hard. Learning to slow down and rest is way harder. Welcome to the garage. I realized that I have 2 moods. I'm either working on my car or I'm about to work on my car. So today we're going to try to wash and wax and vacuum. The point of getting my eyes are over here to gain that human connection. I just really got to do my hairline. The wind is absolutely trashing everything outside.
like another instructor, and this was like for one of our core design classes, like it was for our thesis class, and she was chill with us skipping a class to go to a concert. Like, because we asked her ahead of time, and she was like,
No way,
basically like this Disney.
That is so
She's like,
cool.
only if you get me merch, but we didn't because we're broke.
Can't. We gotta get a lot done. And then I wanna have my struggle meal of my friend Meyer sushi and my kombucha. So we gotta get this going because I also wanna go on a run before the sun sets.
Actually,
I'm proving my point about how I never stay still, even though today's my off day and I am experiencing pretty bad lower back pain.
Trying to control you and making you do all this like needless like extra work and like, because I had.
Nobody. I was prepared for flight training to be hard. I was prepared for the check ride anxiety and stress. I was not prepared that the after effects of a check ride are way harder to slow down, to have a movie night, to relax and go to church, to travel.
Actually, this is a perfect example of how I don't know how to rest or stay still, so... Okay, I mean... Bro, I just outed myself.
To go to concerts, that would be harder than my check ride. I'm done. That's it for today. That's the only introspection I have. I'm sick of talking about myself.